Well, at least we know he's still alive, guys.
Yeah, some man and some dragon man. Ooh, dragon man had very powerful looking sword that glowed and ooh looked evil. They came and got him.
As long as they didn't sell him to a blacksmith, I think he'll be fine.
Do you know where they came from?
I don't know. I just know that I saw a spoon standing there with big blue eyes and a mouth, and he could talk. That was pretty weird. I've never seen one of those before. You know the spoon?
Yeah, he belongs to me.
What?
It's Mr. Spoony. He's my spoon.
Okay. His name is Mr. Spoony? But it just keeps getting weirder and weirder, doesn't it?
Do you have any of those posters left?
Why, actually, yeah, here we go. That's a great idea. I'll unravel one of them and show them.
Oh boy, the old Mr. Spoony reward poster. Have you ever seen this, Faye? Check that out.
So aren't we supposed... Sorry.
No, I was just going to say that's what Mr. Spoony looks like.
Weren't we supposed to go back to the dwarves anyway once we've helped handle this area? Should we escort them back and try to arrange a cordial meeting between them? So
yeah, we can have another minecart montage. Get up there.
Minecart races. Kobold love that. Yes,
Mario
you can
Kart.
leave mine if you want. Just go right outside to south. Ooh, we real far away though.
Well, let's see where this cave comes out and see if we can figure out where we are in Chulp, guys.
I think we're like 40 miles away from the north.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? You guys want to hang out here with the kobolds more? Do you want to take them back to Hrakamar? Do you want to go outside? Do you want to converse with the kobolds more? Totally up to you guys.
I think we're probably ready to head back to Hrakamar, but we might step outside real quick just so we can figure out our location on the map, just so we know where we are.
I can give someone a spyglass and they can look around, get some more map out the terrain.
Yeah, you got that spyglass. So yeah, there's the rest of the Wormheart mine to the north. Eggs, they have a rather large hatchery of about 100 eggs up here. A couple of supply rooms with basically just mining supplies and stuff. Pythons, iron spikes, rope, wooden planks, stuff like that. More like shafts to make mining picks and stuff like that. As for down here, this is pretty much what you guys see. A couple more tracks. You can see that, as you start to move south, it is daylight out. It's probably, I would say, midday by now. And you see the edge of a building from where you guys are standing. And then you can start to see grass and a couple more mining carts that are full of coal outside. Couple more buildings out here, and then it starts to get pretty dense, probably about 100 yards or so away from the entrance. Like I said, the woods start to get a lot more dense, and this is what you guys see. I'm trying to work my way around the buildings as fast as I can. Kobold comes with you. He escorts you and says that this is the boss's office. Kobold boss's office over here to the left. and the bigger building is a supply shed. He says, "You talk to the boss."
Where's the boss? Maybe we need an introduction so this doesn't turn hostile.
Boss, yeah. He goes in and he says, "Hey, boss. Oh, wake up, boss. Hey, boss, wake up." And you hear some like glass shatter, and you see bits of like a bottle or something come out of the door where he almost hit the kobold. And after a couple seconds of banter between the kobold and the kobold boss comes out, and he's kind of staggering around a little bit, probably been tipping back the bottle too much. And he says, "What's the meaning of this? How much charcoal and how much coal do you need? How much coal?" "2 gold per minecart."
The boss is in this office that's like shown to us now?
Yeah, the boss is outside of the door right now.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not speaking to you.
Oh, yeah.
Improvisation. Sorry.
We're trying to broker a deal for you to work with the dwarves if possible, instead of against them.
Well, we're gonna have to speak to Tinder about that.
I don't
And he
think
chuckles.
I don't think Tinder is going to be a problem, and if he is, let us know.
Yeah, and the other kobold opens his mouth and says, Tinder basically flew away. So, of course, the kobold boss, he straightens right up. And he says, "Oh, yeah, the dwarves, we're good friends." So here's the other building as well. And
you might find yourself a little short on workers, too.
We have plenty of eggs in the hatchery. We're okay. We do have eggs still, right? And the kobold says, "Of course we do." So,
Do you happen to have any maps of the area?
Let's see here. So, as you guys are kind of brokering back and forth, you guys are actually. Thanks, Rammers, for the sub. Totally appreciate it. Right here, where the Wormheart mine is, you guys really can't. In fact, why don't I take the pointer and put it on here? This is where you guys are at now. You guys are a massive amount of distance between you and where basically Harakamar was, and where you guys were back at Mbala and Orolunga and stuff. You guys are super far away from that area now. A lot of distance between the two places. Thanks for the follows, guys. Also, thank you so much. You guys know where this wreck is. Also, remember that wreck that you guys saw with the spyglass, 010 spyglass?
The airship. We need to get there.
Yeah, that was a ship. Yeah, that was pretty close.
Do we want to try to just leave the underground here and go to the airship? Okay.
And
we'll broker this deal later.
Yeah, you could. Well, the kobolds said
Harakamar, it's on our way.
Yeah, we got our adamantine stuff the dwarves were making, so we might as well go there first.
Yeah. Yeah, and the great thing about adamantine, we'll go with Xanathar's Guide to Everything optional stuff for that. Anytime you guys hit like a door or try to break something, when you hit, it won't be normal damage, it'll be critical damage. So it'll be a critical hit. So you guys will have to go around the mountain. So you're a couple days away by traveling, you're a couple days away from Harakamar. So we can do some random encounter rolls. Then we have the Valley of Lost Honor, which the Kobold Chieftain does tell you that there are lots of undead that travel through this valley. lots of Chultan undead.
So let's head out towards. We could either head out towards Harakamar from here, or we could take the cart ride if it's still available back to Harakamar.
I was going to say, isn't the cart ride to Rakamar only a day?
It would be about the same distance because remember it's uphill. So
Oh.
you guys remember you guys are going downhill. That's why it only took a full day to get there. But if you're going back, it'll be 2 days. 2 days ride. So I mean, it doesn't matter if you go on the mine tracks from Wormheart Mine back to Rakamar, or if you just travel around, the mountains there, those kobold mountains. It's still going to take 2 days, either way you look at it.
I say we go overland instead of having to push a cart uphill.
And unfortunately, there's no water where you can use your folding boat, Seaman Shen.
Yeah, it's horrific.
But close to the south, a day's travel, there's the Shilku Bay. And remember, there's those dastardly pirates that there's a reward for, you get another ship. You can get a galleon for turning in the heads of those 3 pirates, or turning them alive.
I can't remember where that little cheat sheet you had, the message of the day. I used to have it shortcutted, but I can't find it now.
Oh, no problem. Here it is. Oops. I'll find it for you.
I think it's because I'm playing on a different PC now, so I don't have all my stuff anymore.
Yeah, you're
set
married
up.
now. You're married now. So there you go. There's a message of the day. You guys have a couple of quests, that's for sure. Explore the Aldani Basin, help the Lord's Alliance, get an accurate map of the entire Chultan Peninsula, seek the wisdom at Orolunga. Remember that crazy dude came up to you? Find Vorn, that giant construct. You guys have been kind of scattered around. You guys have definitely been the furthest away, that's for sure. Well, on the map anyway. My other groups, they went back in through the mine, but I mean, I don't care what you guys do. I like exploring anyway, so
I guess
counter rolls.
I guess we could, while we're down here, just take out a few pirates before we head back to go get our adamantine gear.
Well, do we know where which bay the pirates like to hang out
I
at?
have no clue. There's a lot of bays, so I mean, there's probably about a half dozen bays or so. Yeah, you have no clue. You wouldn't know if it's. You just know that on the map you see Shilku Bay, but you have no clue if there's anything there. But it's up to you if you want to take. I mean, it would only take a day. You're only two grids away. I mean, it would literally only take you one day.
If I had to get this down to less options, we either go back to get our gear, we go check out this airship we need to check out, or we start hunting pirates.
And you still got to find Vorn. You still got. I mean, there's all kinds of those Batiri goblin tribes. Remember the guy from the Lord's Alliance back at what was that place? That first place you guys went to, and cured a bunch of people. Camp Vengeance.
Camp Vengeance.
Yeah. He told you that there were goblins all throughout the north, and you guys still have unexplored territory up there too.
Well, since the bay's only a 1 day, you want to check out the bay?
We should make sure the goblins are going to behave while we're gone before there's any more trouble between them and the dwarves. We'll never be able to get them settled and working together.
I vote
Our goblins.
They don't.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I mean
the
kobolds.
Well, why don't we take a quick 10-minute break? We'll be back at 7:30, and you guys can go ahead and talk about where you guys want to go. And you're looking at the map, going, "How in the hell are we this far away from Mbala?" And you don't know how. So
So can we quickly get back up there? That's the only thing. Like, no matter how magical or whatever happens, I just want to know if that's Harakamari will get us right to Mambala. The way we kind of went the other way.
Well, it'll take you a couple days to get to Harakamar, and I mean, sure. I mean, but you guys got so much to explore anyway. So I mean, it's really whatever you guys want to do. But the kobold will give you a little bit more on the map. He'll match up his map to yours because you guys actually asked. He'll uncover this for you here. Everything above the River Tath that was there.
Nice.
So that's an area you won't have to explore.
I figured they'd have something around the Kobold Mountains. I mean, it's Kobold Mountains; they should know them.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
With this knowledge, guys, my vote is on taking the Kobolds back to Rakamar, so we know we can broker a deal between the two groups, get our adamantine gear, get back up to Mambala, get our scout data from Camp Vengeance, or right? Is it Camp Righteousness or Camp Vengeance? I can't remember which one.
Vengeance.
Camp Righteous was where you found the gator.
Oh, okay.
The big stone man
I got
sitting
super,
on the rock.
got super lucky with the lightning trap.
Yeah, super lucky. That would have melted you just about.
We get our scout data from Camp Vengeance and then head over to Orolunga and then come back down and try to hunt pirates in the bays. That's my vote. Doesn't mean we got to do that, but that's.
Well, you guys are on day 11, so I mean you'll be on day 13 by the time you get back to where you'll get back to basically Harakamar, broker the deal, probably another day there, finishing up in Umbala, and then traveling a little bit. Yeah, so that would be 3 days or so. But when you're looking at the map, you're looking at, wow, how in the hell are we so far away from Umbala?
Anyone else got any other votes?
The thing is, it's like I've always said.
Or we go to port.
You guys have 150 days. Like I said, I've taken it from like 70 days. I've basically doubled traveling distance. 4 grids on water, 2 grids on land. If you want to rush it, you guys can go ahead and try to rush it if you want to. You can do like force march and stuff like that to get double the distance on foot. Of course, there will be some constitution checks involved with that. Well, constitution saves because of the force march. So don't you're not really constrained. I want you guys not to feel rushed, and I just want you to I just want you guys to enjoy it because you're going to uncover more of the map too. So.
If we solve it before day 149, we went too fast.
Yeah, well, Camp Vengeance should clear out like this entire blob right here for us. That's what they promised. So we'll get. I mean, I think we're going to get a lot of the map going that way. And like I said, once we're done in Orolunga, finishing our quest there, then we can take the Aldani Basin down, or we can come back down and hunt pirates in the bay.
Hump pirates in the bay. Is that a porn?
Good name.
Vay would know. Humping Pirates in the Bay. Google it, Vay. It's there.
Well,
You guys want to go?
Port if you're brave.
Well, I like Dark's plan. I'm with Dark.
Yep. So let's head to Harakamar first, then.
Yep.
And we'll do like Dark's plan.
Via the tunnel?
Now, guys, should we trust these kobolds? Because if they're walking with us, it probably wouldn't hurt to give them. I'll give them their daggers back if we feel like we can trust them.
They're
Yeah,
kobolds, so.
the kobold, the 2 kobolds that you guys met going up the stairs, they'll go with you. But the kobold boss has got to keep manufacturing going. He says, "Time is money, friend."
How about this? I'll look to the boss and I'll say, which one of these guys do you want talking for you guys? Because we're going to try to broker a deal. Because one of these guys has to stay behind to watch the eggs, because nothing can happen to them. You need them.
Oh, there's you just want one kobold to go? That's fine. I mean, if you just want to take one, that's fine. It don't matter. You can take both of them. You can take one. You can take none if you want.
Take the boss.
No, the boss has got to stay there. The boss said he's got to stay there to make sure. basically, if the boss isn't there, nothing will get done. So he says, I have to stay.
Well, if we take
Well-
both of them, nothing will get done because they're the only survivors.
No,
No,
there were
there
other
were
ones in
20
there.
Yeah,
or so
there
in
were
there.
like
Oh.
20 in there, yeah. There were 20
Oh,
in
okay,
there
okay.
mining and stuff, yeah. That's what I was
I-
wondering. I'm like, what do you mean to tend to the eggs? There's plenty of female kobolds that you saw and plenty of other miners and yeah.
I don't know why I missed all that.
That's all right.
Okay, yeah, but we'll take both. And I'll look at them. I'll be like, here, guys, I think we can trust you. You can have your daggers back as I hand them both back.
All right. So why don't you guys, as you guys are making your way back, I guess you're doing this via the mine carts and the track.
I want to go overland.
All right, overland or mine carts. I think you guys are wanting to do two different things.
Let's check out the overland, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go overland.
Okay, I'll go with them then. I mean, I'm the one that like tried to push for this whole thing to begin with, so I'm not going to try to push for every detail of it. Overland.
If you
Well-
go by the carts, it's uphill. Somebody's got to push the cart.
Got a couple kobolds, all right?
I like to picture them trying to push all their fat butts up,
Oh man.
especially Shin. We know how heavy his armor is.
Up to you guys. You guys tell me. You
Overland.
guys are-
Overland to
All
Harakamar.
right. All right. All right. Very good. So let's do 2 days. So we'll say that you guys are. You guys want to use a? I said let's use a spaceship. Why not, man?
It's still up there. Yeah.
We'll use the spaceship for your guys' navigation. So we're saying you guys are here. You guys want to force march, or do you guys want to travel at a normal pace? Up to you. Force march, Constitution saving throws, and you'll get exhaustion, or you can just go normal pace and be fine.
I vote normal.
Okay.
Yeah, normal.
Normal's fine.
My
All
my
right.
my noble legs won't be forced to march anywhere.
All right, so we've traveled 1 day. So someone go into the party sheet and deduct 5 days worth of rations. And I want one of you guys to do an encounter roll on the wilderness jungle undead table. 'Cause
Wait,
remember,
can we change the rations on there? I can't type them.
you should be
Um,
able to.
With the ranger in the group, I could feed everyone.
Well, that's up to you. They've got
Yeah, I'll do
140
that.
rations in the party
Oh,
sheet
okay.
there.
Well, then just lighten the load. Then that's probably better.
It's up to you guys. But yeah, foraging is really good, especially for if you guys run out of food and stuff. You guys should, because you can forage both food and water.
I'm already starting to like our new ranger friend here because she scouts with me. So if she ever goes foraging, I'll go with.
Yeah. So let's see. The first day, no encounter. You guys get a full rest. Let's tell the party sheet. You guys had another long rest, so you guys should get the rest of your hit die seals back. Let's do another one. All right, go ahead and do your second day's encounter roll. I've already deducted the food, so nice. No encounter again. Yeah, the book wanted you to do something every single day. I'm like, man, you just wouldn't had enough time, and you would have to rush through everything and miss half of the campaign, and I just didn't want to do that. I wanted you guys to see it all, so because there was a lot of cool stuff in this Tomb of Annihilation. So you guys get back to Harakamar, overland, 2 days. You guys are now a total of 13 days since you've left Port 9 Zaru. You have the kobold companion or companions, depending on how many that you wanted to bring with you. And the dwarves are a little skeptical at first, but with the negotiation of all of you, there will be a sort of like a pact between the kobolds and the dwarves, and the kobolds promise not to attack anymore. You know, dwarves will supply them with metal and money for coal. So
Nice.
you guys also get your weapons. So anybody that wanted the adamantine weapons, you guys can have them.
How many adamantine spoons did they make for me?
What was that we talked about? I can't remember the number. I try to remember everything, but I can't remember everything.
I don't think there was a number, like 2 to 4 maybe.
That's fine. We'll say 10 spoons. I mean, because it was like, what, 10 arrows or something like that? So we'll say 10 arrows, 10 spoons, something like that.
I don't remember I don't remember what we ordered.
I wanted a dagger, and
I had to have gotten at least one rapier because I think we joked about it, like trying to use a rapier to bust down a door because it's adamantine.
Well, they said that they'll do one weapon for everyone. They'll have enough time, so.
Did we give them weapons to coat, or did they just make from nothing? I can't remember.
No, you guys gave them your normal weapons, and then they coated them with the adamantine. I think there's adamantine weapons in the items. So check if there's not. Just add one to your sheet and put adamantine or something like that. Adamantine rapier or something. I mean, it doesn't give you any damage on attacks or to hit or anything. It doesn't make it magical. It just makes a hit on a
on
you
doors
can't,
and
you
stuff.
can't use a magical one either, right?
What's that? You can't use a magical.
You can't
one?
use a magical item either.
What do you mean? Oh, you can't. Yeah, you can't put adamantine on a magical item. Yeah, I think it said it would destroy it or something like that.
Adamantium's really tough, isn't it? Hard to bend and break.
Yeah, but Vay's right. Yeah, it'll make you do a critical hit on any kind of like stationary object or anything like that. Kreesman! What's up, Kreesman? Good to see you. Thank
Trying to
you,
remember
man.
what book that would be in.
Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It's in the optional stuff. So what say you, adventurers? Another couple of days have gone by. You guys... Probably about, I would say probably midday, probably a little past midday by now. You guys traveled through the Valley of Lost Honor. No encounters with the Rosni or the tales of the Rosni or the undead legions that patrol the area. You guys were pretty lucky, especially on the high encounter rate that table had too. Very good.
So the quick ride to Mbala and then on to Orolunga.
Yep, I think that's the plan.
Yep.
Yeah, that pool of water must be totally magical that you guys all dove into, and the well and any poo-poo, because, I mean, looking at it cosmetically, it's totally wrong from a cartography standpoint. Vay, you wouldn't have made that error, I bet. I bet, Vay, you would have done that perfect. But it has to be some type of magical pool to teleport you down, 20 hex? 20 hexes? I mean, that's just a crazy 20 or 30. I mean, that's just a crazy amount of distance. I'd say at least 20. So we'll say that everything is good to go with the dwarves and the kobolds. You guys got your adamantine weapons. You sold that dwarven artifact back too, for what, 5,000, I think.
Yeah.
And you guys popped back up to the well at Mbala. Mbala.
Are we gonna go to Orolunga first or to Camp Vengeance?
Depends if we're heading back east after Orolunga. So if we're heading back east, then we might as well.
So many
Do it on the way
choices,
back.
huh?
Yeah.
It's like if we go to Camp Vengeance, then Orolunga, and we're coming back this way, then we might as well just go to Orolunga and then Camp Vengeance.
Okay, we'll go that order. I'm fine with that. If everyone else is.
Camp Vengeance first, then?
No, Orolunga first.
Orolunga.
Okay. You guys are all over the place. You guys are confusing me, too.
Still the general plan. It's just a matter of order, I guess.
Yeah. So Orolunga it is. Let's get our spaceship. I like this little spaceship.
We're supposed to seek some wisdom over here.
Yeah, I used this spaceship. The last time I used a spaceship was what? I think we used it in, was it Titan's Grave a couple years ago? I think it was.
Maybe.
Yeah, we played so many games. All right, so let's say 1, 2. Let's get a random encounter roll. This is the jungle. Let's see.
I thought I had those saved too. I gotta bookmark everything again.
There you go. There it is right there. First day's travel.
Who wants to be the official roller?
I'll take it this time. Ah, don't be mad at me. Okay.
Day goes by. No encounter. Let's go with another day. Let's see. 1, 2. Another roll. I love doing this. Is like so old school to me because this is what we used to do when I was a kid.
Ah. I don't
Keep
know why I
rolling
have to
bad.
cry.
That's what you want. Another day goes by. So the third day, give me a random encounter roll. You guys are now at 15 days. And I'm going to take another 10 days of rations off.
Bah. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys.
Excellent. I like it.
Let's see what happens here.
It's so funny because I got some like D&D ambience music going on, and like some music that sounds like combat music just kicked in.
Let's see. Jungle encounters. Undead. Alright, so this is... I'm wondering why it did not give me the encounter already. Huh. Okay. It should have... That table should have been linked up. So I'll have to find out what the heck is going on. So, all right, let me put this random encounter. This is going to be super quick. But you guys want to take about a 2-minute break? I know you guys didn't take a break before, so why don't you guys go grab a quick drink, and I'm going to set up this encounter.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, sounds good. I'm actually gonna take a quick break this time.
All right. Yeah, I know, because I heard you guys talking the whole time that I was on the phone, so you guys go grab a couple-minute break really quick. And I'm going to set up this encounter really quick. It's with some assassin vines. This is a random encounter. Really nice. Fantasy Grounds makes it super easy to set something up. I mean, I'm having to set everything up, the grid, everything. And, I mean, it's just going to be super easy. This encounter, let's see, enter the hunting grounds of 1d3 assassin vines. How tough are the assassin vines? I think they're a low challenge rating. They're 3, so we'll say that we'll do 3 of them. Let's look at them. They have constrict. They have entangling vines. They're a level 5 party. They've got 5 people. We will do 3 assassin vines. So we will do that. I'm going to put 3 assassin vines into the encounter. I've got my map out already.
I'm back.
1. 2, 3. I'm going to put my assassin vine sheet down here. I think I have an assassin vine token. Look at how quick this is, guys. I mean, so quick to get set up. There's assassin vines here. All right, very good. So I've got this token here. I'll use the token for this, and then we'll use the other assassin vine token for that. I think the assassin vines are large also, so they'll be on a, yeah, there they go. Let's see. We'll say that they're actually in the bushes. Push, push in the bush. All right, so there we go. Encounter set up. All of our parties here. I'm going to let them choose their marching order. And look at that. It took what? A minute?
Is this the day that we would be arriving in Orolunga?
Yeah, I think we just gotta beat these guys and we're there.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys all back yet?
Darg's back.
It's like I would, if I know we're arriving at some place, I'd go ahead and use the spice rack. But for
this
just
is
like
my chef knife that I use
general wandering overland, I won't use the spice rack.
Breast.
But if I know we're arriving on a day, I'll use the spice rack for something. And I can only use dark vision 6 more times, and I think Darganath has plans for getting dark vision, but 0. You might want to look into like a dark vision spell or something if you want dark vision.
I don't think 0's back yet.
Okay.
Give me another minute.
We should have done one of those like check when you're back things.
Oh yeah, that's a good vote. Anybody can do a /vote. /vote. Are you back? ? I think everybody is back except for 0. We'll give him another minute and then we'll start if he's not back by 50 after.
I think we got us another Fantasy Grounds customer tonight.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Had someone asking about it earlier.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Welcome to the big leagues, that's what I say. Welcome to the big leagues of virtual tabletop gaming. I say that on all the emails that I do for customer support and stuff.
If I'm being honest, looking back, I think that's how I missed the whole, like, the fact that there was a butt ton of kobold miners left. Because I was telling him about the Fantasy Grounds, trying to do, like, a sales pitch thing.
Oh, no problem.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back, 0. So as you guys are traveling, and you guys can, in the distance, you are in a pretty thick jungle. But, you know, there's a distinctive path between, you know, this area to where you're traveling through. And you can see some, you know, these statues and pits and stuff. And I'm going to give you guys another map. And I want you guys to give me your order. And there's like a small little stream. And off into the distance, because you guys are traveling sort of like in a, I would say northeast to southwest type of path. So as you guys are off into the distance, you guys can see that there is a huge multi-tiered ziggurat, or like a huge pyramid that's off into the distance. And you can see that it is peering through the top of the canopy of these trees and vines and this jungle that you're passing through. So as you guys already know that you're having an encounter, and Everybody give me a perception check really quick.
Rip.
Omi's distracted, still thinking about Mr. Spoony.
Yeah, so Shen, as you Shen and Vey, as you guys are traveling, you can smell something. It almost smells like death. Something's definitely rotting, right? So as you kind of look around, Vey, and also Shen, you see bones that are kind of floating in. It looks like in the trees and the bushes and the vines. And all of a sudden, as you see this, it kind of startles you. And, man, my phone is just blown up. I wish my brother would totally leave me alone. I mean, this is just ridiculous. So, the vines come to life. You guys are startled. And these 3 huge vines, these big strands of vines, they come to life and they attack you. And this is... Oops, sorry, guys. I did not mean to do that.
The lights went out.
Yeah, it did.
I was hoping
Accident
somebody say
with the
something about
mask
the
on.
smell. Oh, bad.
Yeah, it was. It was totally. It doesn't smell that bad, but these things come to life, and there are 3 huge attacking vines, and there's bones and everything, and this is what you smell. So they're gonna get. Basically, they have the element of surprise, and they are going to attack you guys. So you guys are actually kind of surrounded. So let's do the assassin vines. Let's see, why don't you guys give me... Vey, you would know that these are assassin vines because you are a ranger, and I believe your favored terrain is what, woods? Or jungle? Yeah, so you know right off the bat these are lively assassin vines for sure. So no need for you to roll because this is part of your terrain. All right, so we're going to go with the first assassin vine. This thing is going to... let's see. It very, very slowly... It's right here. Sorry, I had it on the wrong grid. It very slowly, over 6 seconds, crawls up towards you, Shen. And let's see, it is gonna... Alright. So let's see, it's gonna grab you. All these vines stretch out towards you, Shen, and try to grab onto you. But, with your weapon, you're able to basically rip them away from you as they're starting to constrict around your arms and legs and stuff. You're able to basically take your weapon and just break all of them. Okay, so let's go next. Let's go to the assassin vine that is to the north. Now, let's see. All around you guys, let's see. This thing's going to move up too. It's going to move up 5 feet. It barely moves. These things have hardly any movement at all, it looks like. And all of a sudden... everybody is basically, there are a bunch of vines and roots that are coming up from the ground. So everybody give me a strength saving throw. In fact, I can go ahead and give everybody a strength saving throw. Alright, so we have some successes and failures, and I'll make you guys restrained. So it looks like Shen, you're restrained, Zero's restrained, Omi, and Vey. So wow, the only one that's not restrained is Darganoth. So you guys are restrained. You guys have 0 movement now. But you guys can try to break out with your action on your turn with a strength, and if you have athletics, you may put in that proficiency as well. So you guys are all restrained, most of you except for Darg, and we're going to the next assassin vine, which is going to inch very slowly towards Omi Barton. But it is gonna attack you, Omi. It's gonna try to reach out towards you. And seeing that you're restrained, it has advantage. It is a hit. So let's see, with its constrict attack, let's see, you'll take some damage. Some bludgeoning damage, by the way. You'll take a total of 10, which you partially absorb some of it. I think it might have been because of an item or something like that.
Oh, it was our breakfast.
Oh, okay, that's right, the 10 hit points, right?
Yeah, yep.
So, and you're going to be grappled, okay, and you'll be able to escape on your turn. So, wow, you are restrained and you're grappled by this thing. So, wow, you're really in bad shape.
Is that 2 separate checks or 1 check to break those?
I would have to say it's probably, I would say two separate checks. So let's see. You've already got. Let's see. Restrained. I've already got that on you, so I need to take that off. All right. So yeah, and these, and actually, you can feel that thorns are kind of piercing into you as well, and you can start to feel this burning sensation as you are restrained, and you're also grappled. So now let's roll initiative, shall we? Everybody roll initiative. Well, these assassin vines, they had great initiatives. Wow, their initiatives mean nothing. You guys, Shen, Dar, great initiatives. They great initiative. Everybody got their roll? All right, let's go. Darganoth, you're up first with a 25. You're not restrained, so you can move freely.
I know that Shen is good to go. I'm a little mad that this thing's grappling my boy Omi, though.
Okay, you can attack.
So I'll come up to it and draw one of my rapiers, bathing it in flame as I pull it out of its sheath. And I'll go ahead and take an attack on this guy.
Absolutely.
I already said I'm going to do it, but I just realized how much it doesn't help, but it doesn't make a huge difference.
Nice hit with a 20.
Yep. So with him grappled and restrained, does that still favor me for, because he's still there, does that still favor me for sneak attack?
He's not unconscious, so I would say yes. Ooh, too bad you had those ones, but it partially resisted your attack. It is lightly wounded.
That's good to know.
As you snap a couple of the vines, but he is definitely fully grappled though. All right.
Good to know.
Look at you using your rakish audacity. Pico's Bill, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a long time.
So I'm restrained. You said I could do a strength or athletics checks to break free?
You can. You can attack too, but I think restrained will give you disadvantage. So you can, I think it is a DC 13 strength saving throw that you will need to do. And I can give you the saving throw, or you can do it yourself. It's up to you. But it'll be a DC 13 strength. Saving throw, actually. It'll be a saving throw.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm sorry. The saving throw was the initial check. I'm sorry. It's now a strength, and if you have athletics, you can use athletics.
Alright, I'm going to use athletics and try and break free.
Okay. Very nice. You use your action. You are no longer restrained as you rip your feet free of these vines and these roots. Nice job, Shen. So do you want to do anything as a bonus action as I remove restrained off of you?
Nope, I'm going to try and hold this guy here. So. Okay.
All right. Very nice. Let's go to the next assassin vine.
As a free action, can I warn a group that I think that fire doesn't really work well on them?
Sure, you can say that. Absolutely. I'm sure Zero's probably a little disappointed to hear that, but
Yes, I am.
The old pyro that he is, he's ready to set the jungle on fire. Oh, guess what? Shen, you're going to get attacked again. I am so sorry to do this to you, bud. 17, that's a miss. You're not going to be grappled again, which is nice.